When an avoidant woman and her empath partner both go no contact, this happens next. When an avoidant woman and her empath partner go no contact, something unexpected happens. At first, silence feels strangely peaceful after months of emotional tension between them together. She may appear unaffected while secretly noticing every missing message, call, and familiar routine. Her empath partner may struggle because silence creates space for buried relationship emotions inside. Neither immediately understands that no contact removes their usual patterns, defenses, and emotional sources. For her, distance initially feels like freedom from expectations, pressure, and emotional responsibility alone. She can finally breathe without answering difficult questions or explaining her need for space. But freedom can become uncomfortable when someone she expected suddenly disappears completely from reach. She may secretly check her phone, wondering whether her partner decided to move forward. At first, she might tell herself that his silence proves everything is finally easier. Then something changes when days pass without reassurance, pursuit, checking, or familiar relationship tension. The empath partner experiences another battle because his heart keeps searching for emotional explanations. He may replay conversations, wondering whether silence means protecting himself or permanently losing her. Gradually, his emotional system begins adjusting to life without constantly monitoring her emotional moods. This dynamic becomes powerful because both begin experiencing unfamiliar emotional independence at exactly once. The avoidant woman loses safety from knowing her partner remains available whenever she returns. The empath loses his habit of constantly reaching towards someone emotionally unavailable and distant. That separation creates something neither expected, genuine emotional space, without immediate pressure to reconnect. During this period, memories often become louder because fewer interactions replace them completely now. She may remember his patience, kindness, availability, and moments she previously considered ordinary together. The empath may remember her tenderness, vulnerability, humor, and moments she briefly opened emotionally. But remembering someone does not automatically mean knowing how to build healthier emotional connection. Both must confront the truth that their previous relationship pattern cannot continue unchanged anymore. She may recognize how often closeness triggered withdrawal, defensiveness, or sudden emotional distance before. Her partner may recognize how anxiety made him pursue, rescue, over-explain, or ignore boundaries. No contact becomes more than silence. It becomes an unexpected mirror for both partners. She starts noticing internal reactions without immediately escaping through distraction, work, or emotional withdrawal. He starts noticing anxiety without immediately trying to fix everything or obtain emotional reassurance. This creates a crucial shift from reacting automatically toward observing emotions with greater awareness. Eventually, curiosity can replace defensiveness, especially when neither person pressures the other anymore now. She may wonder whether he truly stopped chasing because his feelings disappeared or changed. He may wonder whether she cared deeply despite repeatedly creating emotional distance between them. Those questions become intense because silence removes the easy answers they previously relied upon. Sometimes, she may feel an urge to reconnect, but hesitate before making contact again. Avoidant people can experience longing and fear simultaneously, making emotional decisions confusing and overwhelming. She may draft messages, delete them, reread conversations, and imagine different possible responses afterward. Meanwhile, the empath partner may experience something equally important. Attachment slowly begins losing intensity. He may still love her, but love no longer means abandoning his emotional needs. That distinction can completely change what happens if communication eventually returns between them again. If she reaches out, she may discover his energy feels calmer, less desperate, grounded. This can feel unfamiliar because the dynamic no longer provides reassurance she once expected. She might sense something changed, even if he never announces his personal emotional transformation. That uncertainty can make her reconsider what his presence actually meant to her emotionally. However, This does not guarantee an avoidant woman will return or become emotionally available. No contact cannot magically transform attachment patterns, communication habits, or unresolved emotional wounds overnight. Its real value comes from creating distance for both people to see themselves clearly. The empath partner may finally understand that chasing emotional availability never creates genuine intimacy. The avoidant woman may finally understand permanent distance also prevents the intimacy she desires. That realization can become a turning point when both accept personal emotional responsibility fully. If they reconnect, the relationship needs different boundaries, communication, expectations, and responsibilities than before. Otherwise, the same cycle eventually returns, even if their reunion initially feels intensely passionate. She needs personal space without using distance as punishment, control, or emotional disappearance forever. He needs reassurance without turning every distance period into an emergency requiring immediate resolution. Both partners need communication, allowing closeness, without making either person feel trapped or abandoned. This is where healthy connection becomes possible, because neither must sacrifice themselves for intimacy. The most surprising outcome of mutual no contact is therefore not necessarily immediate reunion. Sometimes, silence helps two people finally understand why their relationship repeatedly became emotionally painful. Sometimes, they reconnect with healthier expectations and create something emotionally safer than before together. And sometimes they realize love existed, but compatibility required greater emotional maturity together alone. Either way, mutual no contact can interrupt unhealthy cycles and reveal uncomfortable emotional truths. It shows the avoidant woman what absence feels like when nobody keeps pursuing her. It shows the empath partner how peace feels when uncertainty does not dominate him. Once both understand those lessons, their next decision becomes far more emotionally conscious overall. They can reconnect because they genuinely choose each other, rather than because loneliness wins. Or they can continue separately, carrying valuable lessons into healthier relationships and stronger boundaries. The deepest transformation happens when silence stops being punishment and becomes genuine emotional clarity. That is when both finally stop asking who will come back first anymore. Consciously, instead, they begin asking what would a healthy relationship require from both of us? And that question can change everything, whether their future includes reconciliation or separate paths.